Welcome, Dr. Pritchett.
Well, thank you. Greetings from the high school. We want to just share with you a little bit, of course, tonight. Well, I guess we're wrapping up since the other two have already gone. So,
And left.
yeah, well, I told them to make a break for it. So.
Hanging job.
I
get a picture of all of you.
I'm sorry, there's your.
Oh.
Well, I do want to mention, one of the things, just so that you know, one of the things that's really good about, and you've heard a little bit of it tonight, but the administrations of all the buildings you've heard tonight really work well together. And so, sometimes people joke about that kind of thing, but it's really a treat for, at least for me, because I feel like I'm a little bit in the middle. Even though Matt and Paula and Lucas have the same students we do, because of the adults that are in their building, sometimes you feel like, well, that's kind of the next level past us, when in reality it's probably not as much. But and with the junior high filling into us, but it's a real treat to work with those folks. And Josh and Amy, I think, would concur on that. We don't always agree on everything, but we work together and we move forward. And most of the time we agree. But it's a real treat to work with the quality of people that we have. Tony, you mentioned about Google Docs and wanting to come to our training. That brings me to collaboration. We do a lot of collaboration. You heard earlier about the shaving. I went today too and got a shave, and so in the spirit of collaboration, I just mentioned to the instructor, whom I happen to know, that I felt like the Board of Education, the gentleman on the Board of Education, probably would love to volunteer to be shaved. So in the future years, you may get a call from someone to say, hey, our students would love to give you a facial shave and practice. And so I believe all of us came out without any nicks, so it was a good, they're doing a good job over there. So
They left Josh with what he wanted kept, right?
Yeah, she was pretty nervous.
I got a little nervous. The gal that was putting shaving cream, she was shaking like this, but she calmed down when she got the razor. Like a surgeon, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, tonight we want to just share with you. You have in front of you a couple of documents. One's on the screen is our placemat. And really what we've tried to do with that is just put a visual together for parents, for patrons, for community people, and even for ourselves, our teachers and our staffs, just kind of as a reminder of the things we do under each of those 5 areas. I think it's easy to just gloss over that and say, well, those are the CSIP goals of the district, but we really don't always put together the things that we do that fall under those. And so that's what we've done there. You'll notice that the type print is somewhat small because there's a lot of things, and we didn't include everything. We tried to include just some of the major ones, and so I wanted to give you that so that you have just a copy of that, and you can kind of see as we do. It's just a good thing. It's just a good tool to remind us of the things that we do and how they fit together. The second page and following on that is our actual school improvement plan. There are 5 goals, and we're going to touch on those in kind of a summary fashion tonight. But there are 5 goals that deal with everything from attendance to professional development for our staff. And so I wanted you to have those in your hand just so that you have them. Of course, they're on our website. But we're going to talk a little bit about those as we move forward. However, I will say that they were developed by our staff in conjunction with our leadership team. And then, again, putting all that together, just as you heard earlier from Matt and from Monica. And so the format of putting those things together, it's a collaborative process. I did kind of speak in error. I said we were going to talk about those. We're really going to not talk about them. We're going to let you see them. One of the things we started, actually last April, we sat down and we said, let's figure out some way to present this that's maybe just a little different, that we can kind of paint a visual picture for you. And we landed on using some of our students and some of our classes at the high school to present to you tonight. In the audience, you already met Mrs. Amelia, who Monica claimed, but since I'm last, I'll claim her because I get to go last. So she teaches our video productions class, and sitting next to her is Crystal O'Connor, who's a senior at Raleigh High School. And I'm proud to tell you that what you're going to see tonight, she was very instrumental in putting together. We took our goals, Josh and Amy and I, and we consolidated them to 3 kind of overarching areas: attendance, technology, and then instruction, which includes career and tech, college ready, and just kind of try to paint a picture with Crystal's help of what really happens at RHS and what our goals are all about. And so we're going to sit back and let you watch for about 10 minutes. We're going to encompass everything we do in a 10-minute clip, and then if you have questions after that, we'll be happy to take
Whole
them.
high school in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Bulldog run production.
Tonight we want to look at the goals of Rolla High School and how RHS is working to accomplish to meet these goals. The three overreaching objectives deal with attendance, student achievement interrelation to being college and career ready, and technology.
Student attendance is a crucial part of a student's education. RHS is a great place to attend and students look forward to coming. One way that we address and have encouraged attendance is through the use of our advisory program. It's often said that people don't care what you know until they know you care. That is the vision of the advisory program at RHS. Through hard work and dedication of staff and faculty, positive and appropriate relationships are formed with students. When a student knows that someone in school knows them and cares for them, they are more likely to come and take part. Advisory teachers work with students to monitor grades and attendance, talk about and help plan for the future life opportunities, work on community service projects together, and many more aspects of a student's whole life.
Obviously, one of the goals of advisory always was to get students involved more in school in a non-threatening environment, an environment that I think when we first started was always going to be non-educational necessarily. It was more, school's always been a socialization process, and I think that was kind of the goal for that. And I think that's been the one thing that I enjoy doing, is getting all of the students involved, trying to find activities where they all will become involved.
All right, I'm Mrs. Vargas. This is my advisory class for their community service project. They've chosen to do the Ice Bucket Challenge. We are going to give half of our donations to ALS Association, and we are going to give the other half to the Russell House. I encourage you, and I'm specifically challenging, let's see, it was Mrs. Green's, right? Mrs. Hickerson's, Mr. Dunn's, and Mr. Nolsh's advisory classes in the challenge. And if you can't do it, if you can't stomach it, then donate please to your charity of choice. All right. No. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Other ways that attendance is monitored and focused on include cookie giveaways to classes with perfect attendance, monthly ice cream awards to the highest attended grade level for the quarter, principal's advisory, which gives students an opportunity to provide improvements to their school, personal phone calls from attendance office personnel, administrators, and even advisory teachers when students are absent, and positive cards sent home during bark and chow activity, and as teachers want to acknowledge students throughout the year.
Link Crew is a student mentoring program for all sophomores that enter our building, and our goal is that they find someone to connect with. Aside from teachers, they find peers, they're either junior or senior students who are trained to deal with the students, to do activities with them. They work with them every month. They catch up with them throughout the school year, just making sure things are going okay. We want them to feel comfortable and that this is a place, like a community for them, so they have a place to be. And so that's important to our students to feel like they belong and that there are other people here like them and someone they can go to when they need assistance or help.
Each of these things enhance the day-to-day desire to attend school. Our hope is that students can't stand to miss because there's so many positive things going on, as well as people at RHS who cares about whether they are there or not.
Student achievement and being college and career ready is another all-encompassing issue that RHS focuses on. RHS has many academic opportunities for students depending on the college or career path they may be choosing. The RHS College Fair is held each year to help students explore college opportunities. Over 60 colleges and universities were in attendance this year. There are 11 AP classes and approximately 30 dual credit classes offered to RHS students. All of these assist students in being better prepared for college.
Well, from a parent's perspective, obviously it saved a lot of money entering college with 24 college credits. When we had a deal, I told him I would pay for all the AP courses he passed, and fortunately for him, he passed them all. So obviously it's a good head start on his college education.
I teach AP English, which is a 6 college credit hour class through jury. I teach college, which is another 6 credit hour class, and college composition, which is a 3-hour class in the summer. The benefit of dual enrollment, I mean, the first level you can't avoid the cost. You save money on books, you save money on tuition fees, but I think more importantly it gives students a chance to succeed or fail in a safer setting. Once they go to college, the rules of FERPA change, parents can't really help them, the professors are more interested in research in a lot of schools, so they can't really help. So here they have a safe area where they can try a variety of things. They can try a course that might be too hard, but They have guidance counselors, they have pride time, they have principals, they have parents, they have a support network to help them bridge the gap.
RTI and RTC offer classes for RHS students that prepare them for a career directly out of high school. Classes dealing with healthcare, emergency services, business and marketing, agriculture, and the automotive industry are just a few examples. The A+ program at RHS gives students an opportunity to explore service opportunities while working with other students to help them achieve success. Many of our students work throughout the district tutoring other students.
How do you spell cat?
The A+ scholarship will provide students the opportunity to go to a community college or vocational school after high school. They do receive tuition and fees. The fees are constituted as general fees, which all students pay the same fee. Then A+ would pick that up as well. So it's a financial incentive that they can use in order to further their education after high school.
The annual RHS Enrollment Fair offers students and parents a chance to explore all course offerings for students each year and an opportunity to visit with teachers about the different courses.
Math Lab is open Monday through Thursday after school for students to receive extra help with their math homework. Students receive help from math teachers here at the high school, along with volunteers from S&T and A+ tutors.
Pride Time continues to offer an opportunity for students to complete work or get additional help during the school day.
It gives a chance for students who happen to miss a test or miss a lab assignment to come in here during that time period and make up that assignment. I really like the opportunity for us to have the kids option if they want to be in your Pride class, if they need more one-on-one attention or more one-on-one ways of checking their homework or ways of asking for clarification materials.
I like Pride Time because it's a time where I actually get to go talk to teachers, like if I have questions in class or if I just feel like I need help with the homework. Like I go to Mrs. Grisham's class because I'm in her AP class, and I usually have rehearsals before and after school, so I can't see her any other time. So without Pride, I wouldn't be able to really have one-on-one time with my teacher.
As you can see, there are many things going on at RHS that afford every student the chance to succeed. And the commitment to excellence of the RHS staff makes academic improvement in college and career readiness the #1 focus in helping students attain the academic achievement they need.
And finally, technology at RHS has seen an unbelievable push over the past year in helping students achieve more. Every day, students at RHS are utilizing technologies in ways to enhance their learning and better prepare them for tomorrow's world.
Digital literacy is the first online class offered at Rolla High School. It is a media learning class where students can take the coursework after school, on the weekends, in the pajamas. They get a half English credit, and it also helps to prepare them for the online classes that they will probably take while they're in college.
I took digital literacy online because I wanted to get an extra English credit and I wanted to try what a class was like online.
Utilization of technology in the classroom can be seen every day and every hour at RHS. Various tech groups have been formed to ensure that teachers have the skills needed to enrich the lessons prepared for students. One such particular opportunity is in the area of screencasts. Teachers now have the ability to record their lesson and upload it to the web where students and parents can access it 24/7. Teaching time improves with this because students can work at their own pace and still have information available once they leave the classroom.
One of the biggest things I've done is flipping the classroom, which I started 2 years ago and have added to each year. And what I do is the screencasts are created, it's the lectures, I have done lab demos so that the students can see how the equipment works. And the students, it's assigned one of two ways. At the beginning of the school year, I usually do a review where they do it in class. And I walk around the classroom, they're actually listening to the screencast individually, either using iPads or laptops, or their own devices if they prefer that. And they're filling in notes, and then whenever they're comfortable, they go work on a problem set, and I'm walking around the room helping as they need it. This allows students who can move ahead to go ahead, those who need more help to get more help. It's also sometimes assigned that 3 days from now you have to watch this particular screencast or the demo over this, and then we discuss that in class and work actual problems in the classroom. So it's completely flipped. They are doing the lecture at home and the work in the classroom itself.
Technology certainly has given teachers and students another tool with which to enhance learning. RHS teachers and students are taking advantage of this opportunity at every turn.
Thanks for joining me on this look at RHS for the 2014-2015 school year. You've heard it before, but now hear it from me. It's always a great day to be a Bulldog, and I am one proud Bulldog.
Gotta let the credits run. So first, again, I want to give props to Crystal and for the work. And she had some people helping her, but she was the main push behind that. And again, I think it speaks to her ability just to watch that. So
I really appreciate that. I'm a visual learner, and that really just helps me to see all that.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
Thanks for being here tonight. All right.
Clearly, I'm going to wrap it up. Just to say, attendance, technology, and instruction is what we're doing. That's a 10-minute snippet. I mean, that just barely scratched the surface, but I hope it gives you an idea of what's going on. So with that, I know Josh and Amy are disappointed they didn't get to talk, but we'll all take questions if you have any.
We didn't say welcome to them. Welcome, Mrs. Herman and Mr. Smith.
Yes.
All right.
Great.
Thank you.
Stay there, come down. Where's Paula go? Paula leave? I want to get a picture of all of you right here.
Just Photoshop her.
Well, is she coming back? Okay, Andy.
Yeah, she's there. Come on, Andy.
Crystal, you come down too.
You did the presentation for these guys. You did all their work. You guys go sit down. I think that was a lesson in delegation right there. Or passing the buck, I don't know which.
You know, this year we had videos, students, parents here.
Yeah, that's right,
We've
parents.
had some really,
Yeah.
really neat presentations.
Pay the tuition and they do.
Not to be twittered. Matt, I was thinking that, no, go ahead for the picture. I was just thinking that maybe you and Lucas could wear the same scarf as Paula next year. It's a matching shirt.
Jump up, photobomb.
Yeah, we all want a photo bomb.
Jim, I've
Thank
got
you,
a
Amy.
question.
Yes.
Thanks, Josh.
I was just asking Dr. Stratman, I said, they didn't have this dual enrollment when my kids went through school. You know, what does it cost a parent?
It's different depending on the university.
Yeah, come down here. This is a
I know.
commercial.
I know. I have a daughter that's a junior, and I think I paid $149 or $50, $160 maybe for her 3-hour credit.
That's usually through East Central. Like in Drury, it's about $300 for a 3-credit hour course. So it depends who's the who the dual enrollment class is with. Some of them are with Drury, some are with our Missouri Baptist, and some of them are with East Central.
Do they
it's based
do
on
they
their
have to approve the faculty credentials for teaching the course?
That and the syllabus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. It's we send it to them. They look at it, approve it on their end, and also the instructor. And then most of the instructors that we have that do that, for the most part, teach at that university at night or, an undergrad class. So a lot of times that's the easy part.
Yeah, sure.
It's just getting our syllabus approved through their process.
So do we go out and actively recruit to get those AP?
Teachers are pretty active.
Yeah.
Doing it. AP is different than dual enrollment.
Okay.
The teachers are pretty active in getting dual enrollment courses approved. They have to have so many credit hours in that content area of what they're teaching the dual enrollment course in. With AP classes, they can teach an AP as long as they go to the AP Institute and get AP certified. So it's a little bit different than dual enrollment, and it depends on the university or the college criteria for allowing that to happen.
College credit through AP depends upon their
score on the
score
AP
on the
test, yes.
right.
And their syllabus, the AP teacher syllabus has to be approved through AP also, though, so they have to go through a process.
The courses that are dual enrollment, not necessarily every student in the class is taking it for dual enrollment.
That's correct.
Right?
They have the
Just ones
choice.
paying.
They have the choice to register and take it as a dual enrollment credit or just to take the class.
Do the students who are taking it for dual enrollment have to do any extra work than the other students?
No,
Or
the
just
curriculum's the
syllabus
same.
is okay.
You know,
Do the extra work in the checkbook.
Yeah.
and it's the same for the
Pretty
AP
much.
courses. Students can take an AP course, and they'll have the AP course on their transcript, and they might not necessarily decide to take the AP exam.
Right.
What were you going to say, Sophie?
A lot of my classes are AP and dual enrollment, so you can decide to pay or you can decide to take the
realize that.
test. And some you can, like my AP Cal class, you can dual enroll, you can take AP, or if you're going to S&T, you can quiz out. So there's a lot of different options, even just for one class. Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, everyone loves that.
Well, you heard Mr. Curtis on there. His son went to, he graduated last year. He started with 24 credit hours.
24 credit hours.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yep.
And what he did was he took, because we'll offer any AP test to our students, even if we don't teach that AP course, they still have the opportunity to take an AP test if they like. And that's what he did. He took AP tests and courses that we didn't even offer, and he just happened to be very successful in those courses.
What does it cost to take an AP test?
Well, this year it's going to cost about $90
yeah.
for a student to take an AP test. Free and reduced lunch students get it at a discount, though. We also offer the AP test to students that are not RALA students. Last year we had an MS&T student that wanted to come in and take an AP test, and we had a student from Vienna that wanted to come because their district didn't offer it. So we do open it up to them as well.
Since the others mentioned it, how are the day-long professional development days working for you all at the high school?
So far, they've been very good. We usually start with a building-wide activity in the morning and then more district-wide stuff in the afternoon. It provides time for the junior high to come over in the afternoon usually.
Good.
We usually some sort of meeting in the morning, and then we'll break out in our department meetings by the high school and then vertically in the afternoon. So it's been positive so far.
Seems more productive than 2 half-days, I would have to think.
Yeah, definitely more productive than half days.
And then also I wanted to congratulate Janice on that class. I think that digital learning class
no
is
kidding,
great.
yeah.
In preparing them for college.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know why that's an English credit rather than like an IT credit. Maybe I'm not understanding the content of the course, but digital literacy doesn't to me sound like an English credit.
We were very careful in our description of the course.
Okay.
What they're doing is they're analyzing and writing about many forms of digital media.
Okay.
So it really isn't a digital course in the term where you would think, well, they're learning how to work an iPad or they're learning about a smartphone or it's more of we're going to write about types of digital media and those kind of things. And so we were very, very careful. And the name of that was very difficult really to come to because we wanted something that lent itself to the English side, but yet still attracted students with the digital, because our world's digital.
Yeah.
And so they look at everything from social media to newspaper and print and digitally, all those kind of things. And then they analyze, they write on them. We're using My Big Campus, and I'm part of the group, and so I get all the posts. And so much like the Blackboard, when a lot of people use Blackboard, so I get posted the students' work, and I get to read through some of, and it's much more than what you would think just in terms of a digital. So yeah, that's.
Well, then when they go to college, that's how they communicate with their.
Yeah, and so we're trying, and that's one of the things we're trying to make it something that will benefit them, whether they go to college or whether they head into a technical school or something. That it will be something that they can.
That's what I thought of when Monica's presentation showed the picture walking into the room and all the kids sitting there quietly with their devices. I'm thinking you go anywhere and see a bunch of kids sitting around not saying a word because they've all got their devices.
Probably all talking to each other.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to talk at school, so it's more of an accomplishment.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.